I'll never stop loving you. I'll never stop loving you. I'll never stop loving you. With the help of the sun and the dove, I'll give you every bit of my love. Nothing's ever gonna take that love away. With the help of the sun and the dove, I'll give you every bit of my love. Nothing's ever gonna take that love away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great episode of Grants Radio, recording in downtown Santa Ana.
Yeah.
I am Alex Illisprew, a.k.a. Allergy Al. Thanks, Mom, for that nickname. I am joined, as always, by Emo, no longer a gas station attendant, Aladdin.
So proud of you, Emo.
So proud
I feel
of you,
great.
Emo.
I feel great.
And his brother, my cousin, is here. Hazem, our director of marketing, Chef Hazem Aladdin is here.
That's
Thank you
right.
for that. Thank you.
And today we got a very special guest, Timmy Milner.
Yeah.
has joined us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
What's up, bud?
Of
Good to
course.
see you again. So, can we go back to the gas station thing and address this real quickly?
Yeah, so...
Nothing at gas station attendants. I think they're fantastic.
You still have them?
Yes, and most of
course.
them are of my ethnicity.
So at Granted Records, there's no bathroom directly in the studio. It's in it's a shared bathroom with the other businesses that are in our
There you go. Yeah.
little complex here, and you need a key to use the bathroom, and so it is a little bit like a gas station situation.
Yeah, and after having the studio for a year, people just going, "Hey, can I get the bathroom keys? Hey, can I get the bathroom keys? Hey,
Right.
It's now I realize.
You put them in an accessible place.
Yeah, I feel the plight of these gas station attendants.
You
Must
should
drive them nuts.
attach it to a plunger. No one will take it.
So I think
Instead I've attached it to a very bright pink
right.
type of deal.
That's been enough bathroom talk for the show
Yes,
today.
Timmy's here.
In case you haven't heard the show, what we do is we're interviewing up and coming artists, and it's very casual. You can tell us your life story. What inspires you. I know you've got some very difficult obstacles that you've overcome to get where you are today, and we'd love to hear about it.
Cool.
But let's jump in with a really easy question. My favorite question: where are you from?
I was born and raised in Orange, California.
Right
So,
down the street.
Yeah,
Nice.
city
Okay.
of Orange.
Up the
Oh,
street.
city.
Yeah.
One. Cool.
And then we lived in Colorado for a little bit and then moved back, and I live up in LA. So
Cool.
Whereabouts in LA?
like near Culver City, kind of like mid city, Culver City area.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, it's just been a month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Brand
we just moved up.
Friendly neighbors, I imagine.
Yeah.
Dropped off a cake first day.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, LA is very different.
I didn't get a cake, but
Orange County. No cake.
yeah, no, we seem to like it.
Yeah.
Time will tell, I guess.
I mean, it's not that far away, but culturally, it's very different
Yeah.
than Orange County.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the part I like.
It's funny. People move from LA to Orange County for that
I
experience.
think once they want to start a family, that's what happens. Well, that's what I've seen.
Yeah,
And once they get married and kids, they go back down here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a family guy?
yeah. One day I'll have a family. Not right now, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. How do you feel that fits in with your goals as far as
Music?
musician?
I think it should fit in great. Just just depends on how you do it.
Right.
Some people do it really successfully. So
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing this?
music.
Yeah.
Since I was like 10, I
Wow.
picked up a guitar and then haven't put it down. So.
Cool.
Who gave you that guitar?
My mom heard that I wanted to play guitar, so she got me a Costco guitar, and
They have guitars.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
We got
pretty
everything.
cool.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like the Fender Squire.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
a deal
Oh,
for
gotcha.
Christmas, and
yeah.
so it like came with an amp and like a
Cool.
gig bag.
The gig bag.
Yeah,
Which is basically plastic stitched up
Yeah.
with a stick. With
Yeah.
some zippers.
Don't hit the wall with that.
No.
so yeah, I learned, and then
How'd you learn though? Did you take lessons or did you just?
yeah, there was someone at our church that started teaching me, and then I
I also like kind of self-taught in the midst of that, and then by the time I was like 12, I was writing songs. So
Good for you.
yeah,
Wow.
like little simple songs.
What was that like, though? I mean, were you just coming up with chords first and then singing along?
Yeah, like 4 power chords and then
Yeah.
make a song.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is it easy for you to come up with melodies?
Yeah, I think that part's always been like a little more natural to me,
Yeah.
which is like why I got into, like later on, I got into classical like composition, because I was like more interested in, like focusing on like melodic lines and stuff.
Right. The science behind it.
Yeah, I got kind of burnt out on it eventually, but I did that in college, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool.
Where'd you go to college?
Chapman.
Hey.
Hey, I went to Chapman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I studied business. It was completely worthless.
Really?
No,
That's a nice business school.
it was a very nice business school.
Yeah.
That's the joke I like to make.
Were you guys in the same year?
Yeah, that's when did you graduate?
I would have graduated 2015, but I left early.
Okay, I was 2013.
Okay.
Yeah. I played football.
Yeah.
I didn't play football.
You did.
I was gonna say I feel like I would have recognized you. There's only about 50 guys out there, so
Yeah.
Only, huh?
yeah.
I wasn't a Panther.
So-
Oh no.
Were you doing music as far as extracurricular too, like in bands, for college, like pep bands or?
Well, college, music was all you did. So, like, I would be, like, probably 19 hours a day doing music.
Whoa.
Just, maybe that's an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Some days I was probably pretty lazy, but...
Right.
Only 15 hours
Right,
instead of the
yeah.
usual 19.
No, because, like, you had to do, like, guitar. Like, I was a double major at first, so it was, like, they're like, yeah, practice 2 hours a day, and then, like... Your composition professors are like, if you're serious, you should be like studying or like working on something 3 hours a day.
Wow.
And then like you're going to school, with like all these classes, and music classes are like 0.5 credits so that you can finish in 4 years. But they're like actually, like
Con.
4 credit classes. Yeah.
Hence the 19 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you had to petition like. Most music students, if they're gonna finish, they would do like 19.5 a semester. Or something.
Yeah, that's a load. I mean, a typical major, you're averaging 15. Right. You're supposed to do 30 in a year. That's wild. So do you feel that is a good thing for somebody to go down that route if they're going to pursue music as a full-time career?
Yes and no. I mean, it kind of like nearly killed music for me. For a couple of years, I was like pretty burnt out on it and didn't do a lot. And then I kind of like got back into it. So like it's hard because it becomes like such a big thing in your life that like it's like what's against you. Yeah. So also like it wasn't really what I was passionate about. Like maybe if I really wanted to be the legendary composer that people studied 40 years from now, like it would have been more down my alley, but it wasn't really always my goal. So I was more of a songwriter. I was still writing songs even though I was doing like serialism or whatever. Just like
how many songs
put
do you
numbers to things. How many songs
have you written?
Oh, I don't know. A lot.
How do you document them?
I have like voice memos is actually that's when I started like being more prolific in like finishing songs. When I started using notes and voice memos.
Yeah, it helps. So do you advise anyone who's going down that same route of not learning how to be a composer but to be a songwriter? Do you see value in somebody majoring in music in college?
Yeah, definitely. I think just like choose the school wisely and like know what you're committing to because it's like a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was kind of high stress for me, and then like also we had some financial problems, so.
Yeah. Well, throw that in the mix.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when it comes to music, there's always financial problems.
Yeah,
Never,
that's true.
It isn't like you.
I guess that's
graduate.
part of
It
school.
comes with it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you don't get like a voice major or a songwriting major, then go into a bank and
Oh,
get
really?
a job. No,
No, that's not how
It
it
gives you
works.
material anyway.
It
doesn't
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
You need the heartache.
I was gonna say the best
Yeah.
music comes from a place of pain. From what I like, I don't really know music all that well myself, but just listening, obviously I like to listen to music, and I feel like my favorite songs, the best songs I've heard, are all from places of hurt. From
Yeah.
pain.
No, you're right.
Because it's genuine. That's why I think it comes out genuine.
Is your favorite song "Hurt"?
Hurt by Johnny Cash. Yeah, maybe. I know. As soon as I said that, I was like, ugh.
Do you find your most favorite songs that you write are the happier, joyful type, or the more somber, melancholic?
I kind of like the sad stuff.
Yeah.
You write them well.
I mean,
you got a great
thanks.
ear for that
Thank you.
genre.
Yeah, so far I think that's kind of like my better stuff. But I mean, maybe in the future I'll have like a really happy album that I love. Hopefully.
But you have happy songs?
I mean, I don't know. I have a theory that like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just that I've heard so many fake happy songs.
Yeah, there you
There are a
go.
lot out
Exactly, right?
I don't know very many good happy songs.
Yeah.
So
Do you?
Because I'm happy.
there's songs that kind of sound happy, but then if you like study the lyrics or something,
It's a
it's
different
like
story.
a little bit. Yeah, I mean, because like it's not that simple in life. I mean, I think like joy is more powerful than happiness, and that usually comes with pain of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right. You almost, you know what it was like to be in that dark place. So, well, do you find joy? Well, you are a married man,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So
I can be happy. Yeah.
Oh no, I can tell.
It's not
we're
like
looking
my
at your
whole
wife right
life
now,
is
and
just sadness.
She's smiling back there. But do you find, even though you have that happiness in your life, that it's difficult to channel that towards songwriting? Because I'm sure your wife's like, well, where's my song?
Yeah. Well, I do have a song that's kind of about my wife, or a couple songs that are like pretty happy. There's just like sad parts about them. I mean, just because like it's humanity, you know.
Sure.
But
If you ever, like, say somebody came up to you and said, hey, here's a couple grand. I need you to write a happy song for
I would
one of my
write a
movies."
great happy song for that. But the thing is, like, if I'm not being, paid, I'm not gonna,
Right.
Yeah.
Now write something.
I'm not spending my whole life trying to do something that's not me. So
Yeah,
just
for
like whatever comes about usually is how it works with songwriting for me. Because if you try and like make something happen too hard, it usually sounds
Absolutely.
as contrived as it is. So
Yeah, it should be natural, genuine.
I've heard your music. I've heard it live too at the Artist Spotlight we have at Worst House, and yeah, I mean, we're not asking you because you should change your style. It's just I find it very intriguing that you're able to write so many beautiful sad songs. It's like there's just a trove of them.
thanks.
So yeah, it's really cool that you don't have to change your genre to keep creating.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we have, like, that song Slow Burning Winners on the record, and that's, it's inspirational. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
What's
not,
that
like,
one
all
about?
about great things, but, that's, so, my friend was, like, we were having, like, heart-to-heart, and they were like, dang, I just feel like such a loser, and I'm like, you're not a loser. You're a slow burning winner. And we just
Nice,
kind of both
man.
cracked up and like,
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
my producer heard it and was like, dude, you need to make a song for that. I was like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna write a song if you don't. I was like, all right. And so then I wrote a song like that week. So
Was it like a race? Like, I better finish this song before he does?
yeah, it was good inspiration because
Yeah.
like we're both songwriters. So.
Okay. How'd you meet?
I met at the coffee shop I used to work at, called Cafecito Organico. That's still in LA, but there used to be one in Costa Mesa at the lab.
Oh, yeah.
And so I used to like pour lattes with him. And then we were talking about music, obviously, because you're kind of a barista and a DJ. And so we both we had the same taste. So it
Good.
just like was natural. And then he mentioned casually that he had a 2-inch tape machine and a 24-track mixer in his house. And I was like,
Where did he find that?
Yeah, apparently he got it for really cheap and just kind of like fixed up some parts of it. But
Good for him.
yeah, and so he's always been obsessed with analog gear and stuff, and I've always wanted to do an analog recording for my first album, which was a pipe dream, I thought, but it worked out. So
Good for you.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, because I read
Sounds
something
very
that you wanted to release on cassette. I'm like, is this an old article? You know, but no.
Yeah, I did want to release it on cassette. I might still do that. It's not expensive.
That.
You might want to do it before they phase out cassettes.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we did it all on, like, we recorded on tape, like 2-inch tape. So, and I can't really afford vinyl, so that's why I wanted to
They
do
are
cassettes.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like thousands of dollars to do like a couple hundred.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
wild.
wonder why that is. Is it because it's only like some companies that can do it, like one company left?
It is expensive. They are expensive to make, but also I think they look at the resale value or the sale value because people will pay top dollar for vinyl.
Yeah.
A lot of collectors out there. Do you collect vinyl?
What?
Do you collect vinyl?
I mean, I'm not like a collector really, but I like vinyl. I just got a turntable for my birthday from my wife. Speaking about happiness,
All right. Have you been using it?
it's in the mail, but
Oh,
you know,
so it was a recent birthday.
yeah, yesterday or no, the day before.
birthday.
Sorry.
Well, happy belated
Sing
birthday.
us a happy birthday song. Oh wait,
What?
You have to pay for that, don't you?
Happy birthday to
License.
me.
You gotta pay
Wait,
that
I,
license.
I think they
Oh,
just
yeah.
went to what's it called? When
Michael
some-
Jackson?
No.
Who?
When something's not under.
Oh, it's.
Public domain.
Thank you. It went into public domain
But
recently.
still,
I
if someone
think.
buys it up.
Oh wow.
No, I don't. I think when something's in public domain, I don't think it can be bought. I think that's the
Yeah.
whole point.
With what's his name? Eric Henderson. He's a classical guitarist, and he was putting stuff online, and it was supposed to be public domain, but I guess this other company came in and bought it.
I always thought public domain was a time.
Wow.
thing.
It was a time. These things were from the 20s.
Oh.
Yeah, or even before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything can be bought.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
And whatever.
So you brought a guitar with you, and you've talked about playing guitar. Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, because like I was a composer
Right.
in college, so like you have to kind of know pretty much all the instruments, like understand them. But I definitely had to play piano, and I also know how to play mandolin and double bass, like the big
Nice.
stand-up bass.
Sweet.
I'm not really great at that anymore because I haven't played in a while, but I'm sure I could figure it out again.
Guitar's your like preferred instrument.
Yeah, it's like my primary
Yeah, I mean that
instrument.
makes sense.
And then maybe voice right after.
Cool.
So when you
Good
track,
combination.
do you ever throw an electric guitar too? Or is it
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The record has like a lot of like full band sounds. Like I did like all the guitar on it and some of the bass, and then like I had some friends come out for bass. It was super collaborative. We did like 11 people recorded on it, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you pick your drummer?
So we met, like, he's the son of my good friend's best friend.
Yeah.
So he's like a family friend, pastor guy, who's also a tattoo artist. And
No
he
kidding.
was tattooing at this like rock show and met this guy. So anyways, they're from Sweden, and he was playing drums one time when I was in the room with the guitar, and so we hit it off, and then stayed friends and like became better friends because he comes out like regularly. And then so one time when we were in Sweden visiting, I was like, hey, would you ever come out to California and like record with me? And he's like, dude, I would love to. Let's do it. And so we set it up, and that's part of why
awesome.
we recorded, actually. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I
Wow.
saw on the album there's a lot of people that you feature on songs. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, so like Breezy, my wife, sings on it. My little sister Judah sings on one of the songs, and then my friend Rachel from a local band sings on one of the songs.
Nice.
Cool.
Do you like that collaboration?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's part of what's kind of cool about being a solo artist, is because then you can just collaborate and mix it up. It's not like all the drama that you find in bands sometimes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, when you do your live shows, do you ever kind of think about bringing in artists and joining you on stage?
Yeah, I mean that's the predicament right now.
Exactly.
Is although it's nice to not have the drama, it also sucks when you don't have a band.
You got to gather them all though.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get the band together.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, because like the drummer's in Sweden, so
Right.
I have to find a local drummer.
Skype him.
Right. There you
Who?
This
It's
guy's
kind of a
not
hard
safe.
sell sometimes because like, you know, it's like, hey, do you want to play this music that I made? You're not on the album. You're just gonna play the music, and I'm not gonna pay you.
Notoriety.
That's a tough sell.
Well, that's the industry
Yeah.
standard, so you'll be surprised at how many people go, whatever, okay, fine.
Yeah. So I do have a friend who I've been playing with, and we might do some shows together. And then I got a bassist recently, so
Oh, cool.
sounds like we're getting it together, and
Well,
then I'll
bassists
play
are
more.
worthless anyway.
They are very.
Yeah, they're
I was gonna say, if you need a bass player who absolutely hates bass players, I know a guy.
Self-hating bass player.
Self-hating bass
Right.
player.
yeah,
It's actually hard to get a good bassist.
because there aren't any good ones out there. So that's the problem.
Welcome
hard
to
to
another
find.
episode of We Hate Bass Players. It's week 15 of this.
So your music's very rich. So I mean, hearing that you studied composing and you have that mindset when when you create your songs, it's evident. In
Oh,
your,
thanks.
In your CD.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
when
thanks
you
for
produce
listening.
it, yeah, absolutely. When you produce it, it's you then, obviously, right? Or-
Yeah, like I kind of did all the, I guess like the creative side of the producing, and then we worked together on the like technical side of the producing. He did like the majority of getting the sound, you know, like that like beautiful sound that's on the record is like mostly thanks to Sam Windsor.
Cool.
And
Do you have a website or something you can plug for him?
was that?
Does he have a website you can plug for him?
He doesn't have a website. Rainy Day Fun Band. If you follow that on Instagram, that's Sam Windsor. But he just moved to New York, so if you're listening from New York,
We got a couple New York listeners. But yeah, it's really refreshing that you do come from a culture of continuous learning, because we find a lot of artists that feel like, you know what, I don't want to be, affected by other people's influence, and so I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to do it my own way. But so you do find value in,
oh yeah, I
learning
mean
from
I
other
don't
people.
I don't know everything. I know what I want to. I know the sounds I want to get, and I know that's really hard to get those. So obviously I'm gonna use someone else, and also it's not really just using someone. It's like there's a huge value in working with someone. Like Sam brought out like a lot of my creativity that I really didn't realize was gonna be there. So
Cool.
yeah, he's super good at like just like a natural like producer mindset. He doesn't get in the way, but he also like really brings out a lot. So
Good.
we work together really well.
Oh, so yeah. So tell us. So would you come in with like a piece or a melody, and then you work it through with him, or do you?
I would have the songs like fully worked
Oh,
out,
nice.
and like most of the lines too, like the bass lines, and most of the instrumentation. I would already have pretty much an idea of what I wanted to do, and then we would kind of collaborate on the technical side, which is more creative than you might realize, and then also he'd help with like some of the vocal producing and stuff, like just give like little like, hey, maybe try this or something.
Yeah. Do you map out your harmonies as you write your melodies, or how do those come to fruition?
Usually, I'd say actually usually harmonies come like, yeah, maybe in the studio. Just like, oh, do we need a harmony here? Sure.
Do you sit on a piano going, okay, let's go a third up, let's go a fourth up, or do you just kind of feel it and hear it?
For mine, I usually just kind of do it in my head, and then for a few of them, we kind of like did with the guitar, and then like worked it out. It's like the female vocals, like usually they just did it in their head too, but we would just like play it through a few times acoustically.
Yeah. Yeah, those are usually, because I would release albums the same way as you, and then I would do these solo performances. As much as I'd missed the band, what I really missed were those harmonies. Yeah, because they really, I mean, even though they're usually the final piece in the puzzle that's added in during the mix, it really makes a big impact. So
Yeah, for sure.
When I saw you perform, I know you had Katie on stage with you.
Oh yeah, Katie Majors.
Yeah.
Yeah, she helped on the vocal production on is it Just Never Stop? Yeah, I think that was the one that she did. Never Stop. which is like one of the singles that we released from the album.
Oh, cool.
So
why would you
turned
pick
out
her
really
for that
well.
particular track?
It was kind of more of a vocally challenging track, and also just timing wise.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing was kind of like we were working at a coffee shop and then running over to his house to record, you know?
Wow.
It was like very like just like if we can do it today, we're gonna do it, but who knows? And it took like over 6 months. So, but like that time, Katie was available, and we were doing a song that was pretty vocally challenging. So she really brought out like a lot of great things. Yeah, I think the vocals were probably strongest on that track. So,
Katie's a voice coach. We know her. She's amazing, top notch.
Yeah, she's super good.
Yeah, how'd you get connected with her?
Actually, the coffee shop. So.
What? She just walked in and ordered.
Yeah, she used to come in for a latte like every day, so everyone kind of knew her. And then like it came about that she was a vocal coach.
Oh,
so.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what was that experience like? I mean, what would she be in the vocal booth with you, or would she be?
Yeah, she came by. We actually did that one at Sam's house. We worked at like 4 studios. There was like, Tape Hiss Recording is the name of his studio at his house. And then we were also at King Size Sound Labs and New Monkey Studio, which was Elliott Smith's before he died. And also Palomino Sound. But this one was done at Tape Hiss, so at Sam Windsor's house. And she just came by, and it's kind of like an open room. It wasn't like it wasn't like an ISO booth or anything.
Yeah, but she was there, and like during your take, she would just give you.
Yeah,
feedback.
she was like right there and like helping me through it, and she was helping us like, oh, should we do another take? Because when you're recording on tape, you have to kind of commit to it. You can't just like do like 82 takes on different tracks and then like choose later. So it's kind of like if we do another one, we're racing over this one. So like, do we like it?
Right.
Should we keep it or should we? Yeah. And so she was super helpful in that, because Sam's really good, but sometimes he's not like as like in tune to the vocals, like only because he's thinking of like a million other things.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. There's so many facets to a song. So do you see yourself in future projects bringing somebody else in to?
Yeah, for sure. I want to work with Sam again, and I would also probably I would definitely invite Katie if she could make it out for the recordings. That'd be great.
Yeah.
And like obviously, I always try and collaborate. I like collaborating with other like young musicians who are like, you know, doing it, you know, to kind of like, you know, give them a little like shout out, I guess.
Yeah.
But also like they're super talented, and it like makes the creative like
Much more
energy
enjoyable.
flow. Yeah.
So have there been any recent artists that you came across that you'd love to work with?
Well, Rachel Reynolds was on the album, and her band's La Troyenne, Troienne, I think. And she's really good. I would love to keep doing stuff with her. And I heard this band that I found on Instagram, and Sofa City is the name of it.
Yeah.
And he does like kind of like throwback Beatlesy stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Is he in LA?
Yeah, he's actually pretty close to me, I think.
Nice.
And I mean, there's like a lot of like artists I like. I don't know if they would actually want to make music with me. But
Well, they should. Yeah. I noticed that
like
you don't
diners.
So I noticed that you don't use a pick. Your finger.
Yeah, sometimes I use a pick.
Okay. So
Today
on the
I'm just
electric
gonna
guitars, though, do you ever finger pick on the electric guitar?
Yeah, sometimes.
Huh.
'Cause like, I guess if like tonally you can get different things out of your
Sure.
fingers. So yeah, sometimes like if I'm doing like lead,
Yeah.
I'll often like pull the pick back or like put it in my mouth or something.
Right. I actually was eating hummus with a pick the other day.
Oh my god!
Please tell me that's a weird joke.
It was a late mixing night, and I ran out of broccoli.
I thought you were joking, but the more you're talking about it, I feel like you're serious, and
No, I
now
swear.
I'm kind of concerned.
I
I can see it.
I finished the broccoli, and there was still a lot of hummus left, and I'm laying down guitars, and I'm looking,
canceling
I'm like,
this podcast.
No. Should I? Really? And I try it.
Such a
and I did it.
stereotype,
And
you know.
it's perfect.
Instead of eating hummus.
So next time you're using a pick.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit here. You had an album come out this year.
Yeah.
And I listened briefly, once through yesterday, but I really love to hear about the motivation behind that album, and the inception of it, where it all came from.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of the songs I wrote 5 or 6 years ago. I think one of the songs I was in Chapman still. So it's definitely like a big pool of different things, but a majority of the songs were written after like this traumatic car accident I was in where I nearly lost my life.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah.
Well, I've been through one. But I mean,
yeah.
when was that?
So in 2015, I was in a smart car with my wife, and
Tiny cars. Those are right. They're small
yeah,
cars.
those little tiny cars.
Yeah.
And we were driving up the 55 freeway at like 11 o'clock at night, and the whole freeway kind of stopped for like traffic or whatever. And this kid came and hit us at 75 miles an hour, like rear-ended us.
Behind.
Yeah.
No way. Was he drinking or anything, or do you know?
No, he wasn't under the influence, and apparently didn't have a phone. But I don't know if he like threw it behind him or something.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I'm so sorry, man. That's rough.
Yeah, so it was kind of this
Scary.
crazy thing, and then we were both in comas for a few days. So
Both of you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Do you what do you remember of that?
well, I don't remember the whole week of the accident at all. And then I kind of had some memory problems after that, which we worked through, and I got better, and now it's pretty good. But like,
Kind of glazed over a big portion of it there, but
yeah.
let it slide.
He
Anyways.
chose to.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't remember a lot of it, but you can kind of piece it together from like documents. But what I do remember is like I guess like visions or dreams that I had while under the coma.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. My god. So when you
And,
came
like,
to
coming back
like
and
what was
stuff.
the first thing that you remember when you came to?
actually, one of the first things is that I was wearing that like little fall risk bracelet,
Oh.
which is why we named the
That's
album
why.
Fall Risk.
Yeah.
So that's what
Okay.
it
I
is.
love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, my family was there. Like, I remember, I think I actually heard like my aunt singing while I was in the coma, and then like days later, I was like, "Was Aunt Sheila here?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's weird."
Wow.
Cool.
So, and then like, yeah, just like a lot of people were around and stuff, but then like, yeah, my wife was like kind of separated from me for a while because she was in a recovery center.
Oh my god.
And I was recovering too, so it's just like this long process where I didn't like get to see her for a long time,
Oh
and
my god.
so it was
terrible.
waking up from a coma, not like seeing that familiarity,
Right.
kind of brought on like a lot of pain, which went into a lot of the songs.
So when did you pick up your guitar after that whole incident?
Oh, so my mom brought by my mandolin when I was in the hospital,
Oh good.
and also my guitar. So then I started playing, yeah, because I was in the hospital for over 2 weeks, like
Crazy.
inpatient.
Your
so-
motor skills were fine, and
Yeah, well, they thought my motor skills were gonna be gone.
Hmm.
They didn't even know if I would talk again.
Wow.
But
Amazing.
like, yeah, I was able to play, and I was actually, I mean, I don't know for sure, because like, you know, the memory's kind of weird, but it felt like I could play better than I did before. I don't know if that's true.
I mean,
sure.
there's documented cases of people who suffer traumatic brain injury, and then when they come back, they can play instruments they can't play before.
Oh, yeah,
so it's not
that's right.
completely out of the realm of.
Yeah, there's some things out there that
Yeah.
have happened.
So you said it was 2015, which you also mentioned you stopped going to Chapman at 2015.
No,
So was there
13,
a
I
qu-
think.
No, yeah. 2015 was when I would have graduated.
Right.
And I wouldn't have been in a car accident. No.
So,
Just
Right, 'cause
kidding.
that's where it
No, I
is.
probably would have been.
Yeah,
But,
your path is your path.
But 2013 is when I actually left Chapman because
Okay.
I dropped out of college.
good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got the education you needed.
Yeah,
It wasn't right.
I was
I mean-
actually, I was talking to my roommate who's like super smart, and we are like, I mean, dude, like, because he was also a composer, like actually a lot better than I am, and I was like, now I have the tools. I just need to go and study the scores. Like that's all we're gonna do for the next 2 years, and they were gonna be graded on it. He's like, yeah, actually, yeah, you know everything you need to know. I mean.
Good for
I
you.
think the main thing that I missed about school, though, was kind of the same thing, collaboration, like, because there's all these, like, amazing violinists and
Yeah.
cellists and stuff. So when the players are there, you write.
No,
Exactly.
Yeah,
But when
mention
you
bass
leave,
players.
you stop writing for that kind of music because you don't have anyone who wants to play it, you know? So
Definitely.
that was kind of a bummer, I think.
Yeah.
Are you still in touch with most of your?
I'm in touch with them, but they've all, like, gone around the world or the nation or something, you know?
Sure.
They're, like,
Yeah.
everywhere. So...
So, what do you have planned as far as musically?
Well, I'm recording more stuff. Yeah, we started recording some new songs that I've been writing. I probably have like an album's worth of songs.
Nice.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah, I'm working on that. And this time I think I'm going to release like singles.
Mhm.
Definitely, that's the
Like-
way to go.
Basically like almost the whole album is singles.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, over like a month and a half or
Mhm.
whatever. And then I'm thinking like maybe before releasing the full album, which will have like a few extra songs, then
Mhm.
I'll do some like remixes or something
Cool.
Right.
after I've had some time to listen to them.
Definitely.
Cool.
What do you feel about social media? Do you love it?
Yeah, I mean I don't love it, but I
Does anyone?
deal with it.
I hate it.
But like it is a great tool for marketing
Yeah,
and
definitely.
like I said before, for meeting people in like your field.
Yeah. you're
So
right. Sofa City, for example.
yeah, Sofa City. That band I wouldn't have known about if it wasn't for Instagram.
Yeah.
So I hope that happens with people and me as well.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you've already plugged a couple other artists. What about yourself? Where can we follow you on Instagram?
It's Timmy Milner. So TimmyMilner.
Cool.
That's
And
the website.
That's the website, that's the Instagram, and it should be on Facebook. It's Timmy Milner Music.
Cool.
So it's all kind of the
Yeah.
same.
Makes it easy
Nice.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're excited to hear it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So do you want me to play?
Yes.
Or-
Play your happiest. No, I'm just kidding. No. But we would like to hear one of the songs that you wrote for your wife.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. I might need a pick for that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Take your time.
yeah. I hope you don't mind. We try and give our guests the full concert experience, so we're gonna be filming you.
Yeah, that's good.
There's no release forms though.
There's no release. You're just gonna get filmed.
So just feel free to sue us.
Yeah.
So this one's called Never Stop, and it can be heard on Fall Risk,
Nice.
the album. I tried to wash my hands clean. They're just as red as lights that pass right by. I'm bad at hiding feelings. I'm just as bad at talking about them too.
I'm looking at you frankly, allowing eyes to engage in conversation. I know it's hard to watch me failing, but darling, look how far we've come. I wonder just how far we'll go. I'll never stop loving you. 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 I've started hunching over from all the weights I've tied around my neck. You open up the curtain, allowing sun to kiss my pallid skin. And I'll never stop loving you. 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 With the help of the sun and the dark, I'll give you every bit of my love. Nothing's ever gonna take that love away. With the help of the sun and the dark, I'll give you every bit of my love. Nothing's ever gonna take that love away. With the help of the sun and the dark, I'll give you every bit of my love. Nothing's ever gonna take that love away. I'll never stop loving you. I'll never stop loving you. I'll never stop loving you. I'll never stop loving you.
Wow.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, man. That was
Thank
great.
you.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, actually, I'm right there with you.
But
yeah.
I know what you mean too. There's still some sadness and melancholy in that too. It's not all just
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, true human feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So how long did that one take to write?
It was kind of quicker because that was when we had already started the pre-production for the album, I guess. So we were like getting ready to go to the studio and getting some of the logistics taken care of, and yeah, it just kind of came a little faster because I was inspired.
Sure. Well, with a lovely wife like that, how could you not be?
Exactly.
How long you been together?
Over 2 years.
Wow.
Cool.
So yeah, we're coming on 3.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Did you guys know each other for a long time before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been together for like 5 years now.
Awesome.
Nice. How'd you meet?
We met at church.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Beautiful. Same morals and principles.
Yeah.
I love
Cool. Very cool.
Have you guys noticed that when you write a song that's inspired like that comes out poppy, or it's just not poppy. It's just very catchy, or
right. It's not out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's easier to do that if you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be in a studio instead of like, I'm in a dark apartment.
Yeah, those aren't nice. Those dark apartments.
Yeah. They do yield some good songs, though.
Yeah, they're okay. Didn't you record an album in a dark apartment not too long
yes,
ago?
you
Play
did.
us a song you wrote in a dark apartment.
Okay.
Cockroaches under the couch.
Actually, this was in a bedroom because I was younger, but. Somewhere in my restless dreams, a shadow found its way into my young and quiet sleep. Preacher told me, don't you bring those dirty hands to grope and stain the hem of our Lord. I built a mast that served me well. My name was said to be in heaven. My soul was down in hell. You tried to call me but couldn't reach me. All my shame and burden keeps me chained to myself. They strap me down and check my vitals, tell me I've been suicidal, shove a pill down, hope I sleep. I listen as my mother weeps. His mind is somewhere in between a crowd of dancing dopamine, whose skew perception changes dreams. Wake up on a hospital bed, incoherent thoughts swim through my shaking head. A desk lamp shows a tattered Bible, medicine tabs, a cup of water and a pack of cigarettes. I don't know what it's all about. Everybody in these halls seems so strung out. I don't see family, don't see friends, don't know where I've gone or been, but I feel you more than ever before. My soul's become a wide open door. I forget the names and mix up places, notice strangers' hardened faces, unaware of Eurotimers, potent meds distort my mind, and I can't help but fear that she won't stand for this, or stand with me, and will my children have to feel the way I do? This thing is real. And in the night you wake me suddenly, stretch your hands on my broke body, strip the shroud of shame and guilt, and on your ground we'll start to build a plan for life that you gave me as the air that you have made me. Anchored in you, hope will be the light that guides and governs me.
Great storyteller too.
Yes,
Thanks.
absolutely.
Thank you.
And
Great visuals.
prolific
yeah.
playing, man.
And
It's
it goes really well with music. I mean,
So clean.
When did you write that?
When I was like 19 or 20.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
How old are you?
26.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Wow. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Was that's on an older album? Or
No, it's on this album.
It's on this
Yeah,
album.
I didn't get to record until this album, so
Oh, nice.
I've been like stashing some.
What's the most recent song you've written that's complete that you can play for us?
Oh shoot. I don't know if I want to play a new one, but let me think.
It'll get the listeners geared up and excited about the album.
Right?
So have you played live yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've played a few places.
Okay.
I'm playing a show on November 4 at Beatnik Bandito, the like record shop over there
Oh,
Cool.
in downtown.
Very
Nice.
cool.
So I've played a few small shows, and
Mhm.
Do you have a preferred type of venue? Like, do you like coffee shop, bar, like a? Or an
well,
actual,
actually, I do like playing at record stores because then usually people are listening the most.
Yeah,
makes sense.
exactly. They're there
Coffee
for music.
shops
Right.
are like they're like, oh, this is nice, and I can talk over it. And then like, and like bars are like, oh, we can yell over it.
Right.
This guy like he needs a band. Okay. I guess I'll play this one.
Cool. Let's hear it.
I hope it goes well.
Listen, if it doesn't go any well, just say the word.
I
It's
will
all
just
good.
cut it. Okay. All right. So this doesn't have a title yet. This is a new one.
Sweet.
Nice.
Amid the mirrors in my zoo, I'm having trouble finding you. My castle's slipping on its glue. My memory is slipping. I'm craning my neck to hear ya. I'm squinting my eyes to see ya. I'm accepting the pain of knowing you. I find I'm most the time confused. It's hard to know the things I'm losing. A failure full of old excuses. My half-full glass is tipping. I'm craning my neck to hear ya. I'm squinting my eyes to see ya. I'm choosing the pain of knowing you. I'm finding a peace in dying. I'm finally ceased my trying. I'm finding a peace in letting go. I'm finding a peace in dying. I'm finding a peace in letting go. I'm swallowed in peace. I'm finding you.
Yes.
That was
Nice
rocking.
one.
So that'll be on the future album.
All right.
That's gonna
or
be great.
single.
Yeah, man. Bluesy.
Yeah. Are you
Thanks.
planning on throwing in drums and electric guitars?
Yeah, there's drums. Yeah, we
Yeah.
started recording this one.
Oh, you
cool.
did?
Yeah,
Cool.
it sounded pretty
fun
cool.
one.
So you drop your mic. Is that accidental or is that planned because you're planning on
My
finishing off
mic?
this- sorry, pick. Sorry, you're
Wasn't that dramatic?
That's hilarious.
well played, sir. Well played. So is that strategic or did you drop it and just like continue playing?
Yeah, I just like because I needed to use my fingers again.
Right.
I don't know if there's like a trick I don't know about.
It works for. I loved it. You'd be like, done.
You eat your pick,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you see, you're not gonna be able to
Talk.
eat hummus with that pick.
Oof.
It's tainted. So pita picks.
Pizza pick.
Pita.
Pizza. Oh my god.
You see, it's in his mouth.
This is a show of the stereotypes.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Very good.
All right, so we did say where we can follow you on Facebook and
Yeah.
Yes.
Plug one more time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, if you liked it, check out my Instagram. That's like the main place I post. It's Timmy Milner. So that's Timmy. M as in Michael, ILN as in Nancy, ER.
Perfect.
It's my
Nice.
parents' spiel.
Yeah, of course.
And you can also go to Facebook, Timmy Milner Music, or you can go to my website, timmymilner.com.
What's your phone number?
Your home address.
I'm
What
sure you
kind of
could
hummus
find
do you
it
like?
on the internet
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
and your album's on Spotify.
And
Yeah,
iTunes, I saw
yeah.
it was
So
on
check
iTunes.
out Spotify or any streaming or downloading service. It's on Tidal and all the cool stuff too.
Ooh, title.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, I like Tidal because then it's like, it's closer to what we accomplished.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
like a little more.
Title's fairly new, right? Is that was it Jay-Z's? Who was it? Someone. It was one
Yeah.
famous
Yeah,
rapper.
I think it was a
It was
rapper
streaming.
Yeah, it's
or
Jay-Z.
like hip hop artist.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it's like lossless files basically.
Okay.
So
Nice.
it streams like higher quality.
Great.
But you can download it on iTunes or whatever you use.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. A lot of places to look.
Great music, great voice.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and a great
Thanks,
story
guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a really, I think all of us, we had a really good time talking to you today, and we really appreciate you, opening up to us.
For sure.
I think that it adds a lot to who you are.
Yeah.
It adds a lot to your music, and it's much appreciated.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for having me. Of
course.
It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I
All right, so
learned
let's
a new
record
way
this.
to eat hummus.
We should do some hummus test.
Well, you should start bringing dip
Yeah,
to
that
these
is-
recordings.
Well, the thing is, I've been, which is
garlic
mine
Oh,
bread.
because like when you use broccoli or whatever, it has a certain like
they got
flow.
carrots once in a
yeah.
while.
But the pick is very fine. It's just like lines.
You get pure hummus,
Right, yeah.
Untainted.
all right, if I want hummus reviews or to record an album, where should I go online?
Granted Records. We're on Instagram, granted.records. We also tagged Timmy in a recent post. So
Oh, I saw that.
yeah, you can catch
Perfect. And then, can I put you on the spot a little bit, Emo?
Sure.
Give me a quick elevator pitch as to why people should record here at Granted Records, instead of other places, perhaps.
Well, we've got state-of-the-art equipment. We got great mics. We have great rooms. We got an actual dedicated, isolated vocal booth, and we have a live drum kit as well, so we can accommodate drummers and musicians. We don't welcome bass players, but if they do want to,
That's
come,
a joke
They
for
need to
people
sign.
listening.
Yeah.
They need to sign something.
But really, it's who's manning the board. I've been producing records for 18 years now, and the advantage to that is you're paying per hour. So if you're going to sit with the guys who've been doing it for just a couple of years, there's going to be a lot of mistakes, trial and error. All that stuff is already wiped away. I know exactly what I'm doing, the sounds I'm looking for. I'm Mr. Shortcut, so I'm able to really get the quality sound delivered at a really fast pace.
Awesome.
Good job.
Great to hear. Hazem,
Yes.
I like this episode. It was a good one. Where can I find other episodes of GrantedRadio.com?
We're on
Grand
iTunes.
Radio.
We're on Google Play. We're on Stitcher. And we're on YouTube, but those are delayed episodes. Also, we're on Patreon.
Oh, that's right. We have
Yeah.
Patreon now. If you want to hear really technical music analysis by Emo, subscribe to our Patreon.
Our videotaped episodes.
Yeah, we like to put videos of our guests on our Patreon, and I think Hazem and I have a very exclusive conspiracies podcast.
We're doing that.
Now we are. I just announced it coming up, so tune in for that. I think that's going to do it here at Granite Records, Granite Radio. Voting for Best Podcast by OC Weekly is up. We should know about that in a couple days.
On the 12th. What's today?
Or 18th.
Today's the 6th.
Was it 12?
So we got 6 days.
12.
Yeah.
6 days.
But we got nominated, so that's
we
great.
were
Even
nominated by
win.
OC Weekly for Best Podcast, so that's really exciting. Even if we don't win,
cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's been a huge honor, and honestly, everything's great.
Yeah.
So this, self-promotion has gone on way too long. Timmy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Yeah,
truly class
This is
act.
an honor.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Could you give me like a 15-second guitar riff to play us out? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice, man.
Are we still going?
Yeah, we're still going. Sorry, this is what's so great about podcasts. You just kind of cut whenever.
As long as it's not live.
Yeah, you can just say whatever embarrassing secret
And hope that he cuts it
intent,
out.
and just hope cut it out. Just let it all go, guys. Say whatever you want to say, and I will definitely cut this
I do have
out.
a special hummus container for myself. My guests, there's another one, so you can have all the hummus you like at Granted Records. You won't be having my sloppy seconds.
But you have to eat with a pick, though. Am I wrong?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I don't have any broccoli until I go to the store.
just
That's all we
wanted to
got.
make
Is it homemade?
No, it's Trader Joe's. It's
Okay,
actually,
theirs is pretty authentic.
yeah, it's good stuff. Sorry, Timmy.
Are there more picks in the utensils drawer?
Yeah, it's just for that. You should label it. Hummus picks. It should be with the forks. Forks, knives, picks.
I love it. I'm so doing that.
Oh, man.
And depending on your appetite, there are large picks, smaller picks.
Nice.
Yeah.